Right now, Dane County authorities arrest two suspects who hit a deputy while fleeing a traffic stop, an incident that led to a lockdown at a nearby school.
Plus, Madison police find a vehicle of interest connected to an attempted homicide, but the search continues for who pulled the trigger.
And the Department of Health Services sees no safety concerns at UW Health, but burned out nurses don't agree with their findings. It's all ahead on News 3 Now at 10. Dane County authorities say they've arrested two men who fled from a traffic stop onto school property, in the process injuring a deputy. He is expected to be okay.
This happened just before 3 o'clock between Maizomanie and Black Earth on Highway 14 near Wisconsin Heights High School. Dane County Sheriff Calvin Barrett says the car pulled over was believed to be involved in a fraud investigation. It drove off, hitting the deputy, then turning into the parking lot of the high school. That's where another deputy pinned the vehicle with his car. The two men ran from the vehicle in different directions, putting the school on lockdown. One was found hiding in a silo, the other in a nearby marsh. Now to an update on breaking news from last night. Police say a vehicle of interest in a Monona attempted homicide last night has been found.
A 17-year-old who was shot is expected to survive. Happened in the parking lot of a liquor store on Monona Drive about 6 p.m. last night. Officers recovered a Tesla, which was rented from a car dealership in Fitchburg and was reportedly stolen. It was found abandoned near Orton Park on Madison's Rutledge Street this morning. Anyone with information about the shooting is asked to call Crime Stoppers. That number there on your screen, 608-266-6014. If you're heading out of town for the holidays, the Madison Police Department wants to make sure you return to everything just how you left it. The holidays are a time of the year more susceptible to thefts, whether that be from home break-ins when people are out of town or something as simple as porch pirates stealing a package. When it comes to burglaries, there have been 549 residential break-ins this year. That's a drop from 582 last year. Even though the numbers are an improvement, it's still a time of the year when theft crimes can be easier to commit.
People are getting more packages, and it's more of a crime of opportunity, especially when it comes to packages being left outside of houses. You know, a lot of people walk by, they see those packages unattended, and they'll just walk up and take them.
Police say the summer months were also a popular time for thefts and burglaries.
Well, you can pretty much forget about any chances of snow for Christmas Day. We'd need temperatures to cool down, but instead, they're going to warm up. Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti is here to explain in the First Warn forecast.
Well, winter officially arrived at 9:27 this evening. Standing out here, you really can't tell the difference between fall and winter because temperatures are very mild. As we look at the time lapse from the WISC-TV sky cam or Platteville Queen Bee Radio sky cam, you can see cloudy skies all day long, very little sunshine across southern Wisconsin, but also almost no precipitation. As we look at Doppler track right now, there are some showers south of Chicago, some flurries up near Lake Superior, and we're kind of in between. However, there may be some drizzle and fog forming later on tonight. Low temperatures this morning, a little mild, 27 for the low in Madison, 30 in Janesville. High temperatures, upper 30s to the lower 40s. Madison hit 39 degrees, but it was 41 in Prairie du Chien and in Boscobel. And right now, temperatures are still in the upper 30s. They haven't fallen very much all day today, and they're not going to fall much tonight. Still 40 degrees in Middleton, 41 in Cross Plains, and 39 degrees in Edgerton. Wind chills really aren't much of a factor either because the winds are pretty light. But that could lead to some fog, too. So look for the possibility for some areas of fog, otherwise some drizzle. Low temperature dropping around 36 around midnight, and then those temperatures staying nearly steady overnight. Later on, I'll take a look at how mild it'll get for the Christmas holiday and whether or not we may set any records for warmth as well.
New tonight at 10, we talk about winter solstice being the shortest day of the year, but for people experiencing homelessness, it is the longest night of the year. This afternoon, social service organizations and the members of several churches gathered at Capitol Square for an annual memorial service to honor those lost to homelessness in 2023. Submitted names of unhoused people who died this year were read off one by one. Following the service, a horse-drawn procession was led around the square. As the legal battle plays out whether abortions are legal or not in Wisconsin, the state's top Republican wants voters to decide whether to shrink the window of time in which abortions are allowed. Assembly Speaker Robin Vos wants to put a proposal on a future ballot that would ban abortions somewhere between the 12th and 15th week of pregnancy. The current state law bans abortions after 20 weeks. Abortions are legal in Wisconsin after a Dane County judge's ruling that an 1849 state law bans feticide, not abortions. The ruling was appealed yesterday, and the case will likely be taken up by the Wisconsin Supreme Court. Republicans appear to be interested in legalizing medical marijuana. Robin Voss says a proposal is in the works and could be voted on sometime next year. A bill is expected to be unveiled next month. Voss says that proposal will be limited and modeled after the medical marijuana law in place in Minnesota before it moves to full legalization. A Wisconsin Department of Health investigation into safety concerns raised by UW Health nurses last month came up empty this week.
After a 3-day survey looking at thousands of hospital records and interviewing dozens of employees, the DHS found complaints made by nurses to be unsubstantiated. No citations were issued. Concerns raised by those nurses in November stemmed from understaffing, turnover, and burnout they say is impacting patient care. Issues they say have not changed.
My initial reaction is UW Health and DHS should trust nurses when they say they have grave concerns about turnover and burnout and retention. And they should trust nurses because we're the ones who are working directly at the bedside.
UW Health responded to the findings in a statement reading in part, quote, "This reinforces what we already know to be true, that our quality and our culture of safety are part of the DNA of every single team member at UW Health." In Waukesha County, a car crash last night following a police chase left 2 10-year-old boys dead. It happened just before midnight last night in Delafield. Officers tried to stop the vehicle the boys were riding in because it was speeding and didn't have license plates. The driver did not stop. The officers pursued the vehicle until it crashed.
This kind of situation is preventable. When law enforcement officers get involved in pursuits, it's because people choose to elude us. The fact that 2 children lost their lives this morning as a result of really bad decision-making is very saddening to all of us.
A 14-year-old girl, a 6-year-old girl, and a 29-year-old woman were also hurt. The driver, a 29-year-old man, is in critical but stable condition. Police say he had a warrant for possession of a firearm.
Senator Tammy Baldwin is joining a growing list of politicians calling for a humanitarian ceasefire in Gaza as the conflict between Israel and Hamas continues. The Wisconsin Democrat noted she still supports Israel's right to defend itself following the October 7th Hamas attack, but it does not have the right to go to war against innocent Palestinians. She called Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's bombing of Gaza as indiscriminate, which has led to unacceptable bloodshed. In her statement, Baldwin supports a humanitarian ceasefire to accelerate the delivery of aid and to protect innocent people and civilian sites. She says, in part, eliminating the threat posed by Hamas and protecting civilians are not mutually exclusive aims. A human rights group is accusing social media giant Meta, owners of Facebook and Instagram, of restricting pro-Palestinian speech. The organization Human Rights Watch said it identified more than 1,000 pieces of peaceful pro-Palestine content it claims did not violate Meta's rules, but were restricted or removed in October and November. Meta responded that the report doesn't reflect its efforts to protect speech related to the Israel-Hamas conflict. It also said the implication that Meta deliberately and systematically suppresses a particular voice is false.
The Federal Trade Commission has unveiled a new plan to improve children's privacy and protection online. A new proposal includes protections for children's personal data and limits for what information companies can collect from children online. Advertisers would also be prohibited from sending push notifications to them. The proposal ultimately seeks to update the Children's Online Privacy Protection Act of 1998. That law requires websites and other digital services to get consent from parents before collecting data from users under the age of 13. A shooting on a college campus in the Czech Republic that left 14 people dead is considered that country's deadliest mass shooting. It happened at Charles University in Prague. At least 25 other people were hurt when the gunman, a student, opened fire inside a department building. Police believe the gunman killed his father earlier in the day and had been planning to take his own life. Based on a search of his home, authorities believe the gunman was a suspect in a double murder from last week.
Rudy Giuliani is filing for bankruptcy, saying he doesn't have the millions of dollars he's been ordered to pay to two former election workers. They successfully argued Giuliani defamed them when he publicly stated the falsehood that they stuffed ballot boxes in the 2020 election. Giuliani's bankruptcy filing lists debts between $100 and $500 million. In stark contrast, he claims assets worth up to just $10 million. A Giuliani spokesperson says the bankruptcy filing should, quote, surprise no one because of the high punitive damages involved. Actor Vin Diesel is being sued for sexual battery. Best known for his roles in the movie franchise Fast and Furious, Diesel is accused by his former assistant of forcing himself on her in a hotel suite. In addition to sexual battery, the suit charges Diesel and other defendants with his company, One Race Productions, with a hostile work environment, negligent supervision, and wrongful termination. Well, don't go anywhere. More stories are straight ahead.
The Humane Society of Southern Wisconsin always looking for donations, but a special effort this holiday season is bringing more money in. Our season of giving stories continue right after the break.
You're watching News 3 Now at 10. Winner of the Best Evening Newscast by the Wisconsin Broadcasters Association.
Win a hand-paid jackpot at Ho Chunk Gaming Wisconsin Dells, and you'll have a chance to win a new Mercedes and a shot at $100,000 in cash. It's the Mega Jackpot Winners Quarterly Drawings, going on now at Ho Chunk Gaming Wisconsin Dells.
Kind of needs to be more squiggly. Perfect. So now, do you have a driver's license?
Oh, what did you get us?
With the click of a pen, you can get a new Volkswagen at the Sign Then Drive event. Hurry in to lease a new 2024 Tiguan for 0 down, 0 deposit, 0 first month's payment, and 0 due at signing. Limited inventory available.
Willie Street Co-op has the perfect gift for every foodie on your list. Our seasonal gifts feature thoughtful selections of great goodies like culinary delights for your favorite gourmand or treats for the sweet tooth in your life and special items for the host with the most. We even have gift ideas for kids. And the best part is every time you purchase one of these seasonal items, you're supporting fair trade, local, and natural vendors. Be an amazing gift giver and do a world of good with Willie Street Co-op this holiday season. Willie Street Co-op. Everyone is welcome.
Stella uses AT&T. Abby has Spectrum One. With AT&T, Stella pays $110 a month for her internet and mobile.
Plus monthly fees. Ouch.
With Spectrum One, Abby gets internet for $49.99 a month, plus free advanced Wi-Fi and a free unlimited mobile line.
That's a good deal. I know.
Abby saves big, over $75 a month. That's over $900 in savings.
I'm switching to Spectrum.
Call, click, or visit a Spectrum store to get Spectrum One.
Hurry in, America. It's time to visit your Ford dealer for the final days of the Make the Holidays Bright sales event. Choose from a large inventory of Ford vehicles equipped with technology and flexibility for any season. It's your last chance to get special offers on our great selection of Ford vehicles. Only during the final days of the Make the Holidays Bright sales event. Choose FlexBuy on a new Ford SUV and get 1.9% APR financing for 66 months, plus $3,500 FlexBuy cash. Only at your local Ford dealer.
Win a hand-paid jackpot at Ho Chunk Gaming Wisconsin Dells, and you'll have a chance to win a new Mercedes and a shot at $100,000 in cash. It's the Mega Jackpot Winners Quarterly Drawings, going on now at Ho Chunk Gaming Wisconsin Dells.
You never know who you're helping by sharing your story.
Don't let nobody hold you down.
And like people think y'all look alike,
You can be our son.
I love Jennifer.
Jennifer Hudson, weekdays at 3 on WISC-TV. You're watching News 3 Now at 10.
An annual winter solstice tradition returned to Olbrich Park this afternoon. The Starkweather Solstice celebration, now in its 22nd year. A bonfire is the highlight of the event, put on by the Friends of Starkweather Creek and the Shank-Atwood Starkweather-Yahara Neighborhood Association. It wasn't terribly cold like we're normally used to, but there was still plenty of hot chocolate, cider, and of course the fire itself to keep people warm. Santa's got a busy few days ahead of him, so he received a send-off this afternoon courtesy of Monona Fire and Police. He enjoyed his ride in an antique fire truck through neighborhoods there, waving to children who came outside to greet him. Every year, one Janesville man makes his home merry and bright to bring comfort and joy to a local organization.
Armand Rahman takes us there in tonight's Season of Giving story.
Eric and Charlotte, it's hard to miss John Striegel's house every year, not just because of his bright lights, but his radiant mission to bring smiles to people and much-needed donations to local furry friends. Every season for the past 18 years, John Striegel's house becomes a beacon of
Christmas cheer. My favorite thing as a kid was riding around while looking at Christmas lights, so I try and keep that alive because that was my favorite part of the holidays. And it is many other kids' favorite part of their holidays.
Drive by and tune in to 90.9 and you too can get lit.
I don't even know if I could think of doing Christmas without it.
When he was 16, he took over decorating from his dad, and with vigor,
I still have the original controller.
John wanted to go bigger.
When I started, I only had 16 channels. It was mostly all incandescent lights. Now I'm over 32,000 channels with the newer lights, the more modern stuff.
Now 40,000 bulbs he plugs in and strings.
We start October 1st. It's pretty much every weekend, all week long. You eat, breathe, putting up lights.
And has been surprised at the attention his light show brings.
On a busy, like this weekend and next weekend, we'll probably see over 1,500 cars.
Then 15 years ago, he heard the Humane Society of Southern Wisconsin needed help caring for animals. He threw a box out front and was pleased at how many were charitable.
It has grown exponentially. I remember we were so excited to get the first $100, and now we're in thousands and thousands of dollars every year, so it's pretty cool.
Now, while keeping his childhood passion burning bright.
That elf over there is over 30 years old. My grandma gave me that when I was like 2.
He encourages others to do what's right.
It's more the Christmas spirit, it's giving without anything in return.
The Striegel Light Show runs 5 to 9 p.m. every weeknight and 5 to 10 on weekends through January 2nd.
Well, here is a live look right now at Ronald Reagan National Airport, just outside Washington, D.C. The holiday travel rush is on as airports nationwide deal with potentially record-breaking crowds. Today and tomorrow expected to be the 2 busiest days. Flight delays around the holidays are nearly impossible to avoid. Now, according to FlightAware, there have been more than 4,000 delays and 104 cancellations today involving flights within, into, or out of the United States. Gary's back now with the First Warn forecast, and not a white Christmas, but a mild Christmas.
Yeah, it's kind of deceiving because there are a lot of flights out there, and so so far this year, really, the weather's been pretty good across the country. And around here, it's just going to be mild and wet, unfortunately, if you're looking for a white Christmas. Doppler track right now shows some light rain showers south of Chicago. A couple of showers trying to develop in western Minnesota. Those move into northern Wisconsin. We'll see some showers here during the day tomorrow. But our photo from tonight, our weather photo, comes from Lonnie in Pleasant Springs. A beautiful sunset picture. Need more of these types of pictures. It's been kind of cloudy and gray around here. Submit your weather photos to us through the First Warn Weather and Traffic app, or you can email them directly to us at firstwarn@wisctv.com. 3 things you need to know in the forecast. Look for some fog and drizzle overnight with some showers tomorrow into tomorrow evening, and then again Christmas Eve afternoon into Christmas Day. But take a look at where our temperatures are going to be this weekend and into early next week. Upper 40s to lower to middle 50s for high temperatures as we head into the Christmas holiday and even the day after that. In fact, for Christmas Eve, I'm looking for a high of 55 degrees. Now, the average high temperature is 29. We'll see some showers mainly in the afternoon. Midnight temperatures will be in the middle 40s. For Christmas Day, 52 degrees, near record warmth, breezy and very mild as well. And in fact, if we take a look at Christmas records for Christmas Eve, the record high is 60. I've got a forecast high of 55, so probably be just shy of that. But the low of 44 will be very close to the record warm low temperature of 46. And for Christmas Day, I've got a low of 47. The record warm low is 45, so we stand a pretty good chance of hitting that. And the record high temperature of 56, only a few degrees from that with a forecast high of 52. Rainfall, well, if you add up all the rain through the Christmas holiday, we're probably looking at somewhere around 1 inch to 1.5 inches of rain over much of southern Wisconsin, some heavier amounts across parts of eastern Iowa. But as far as snow is concerned, boy, Christmas Eve, no snow there. Start to see some snow develop on Christmas Day, but most of this will fall after Christmas Day night into Tuesday. Several inches of snow out to the west, at least according to one of the longer range computer models. But snow cover, there's almost none left here. So by the time we get to Christmas Day morning, we're not looking at much snow cover across much of the country. Right now, about 15% of the country is covered by snow. That's about a third of what it should be for this time of year. As we look at our planning your day forecast for Friday, lots of clouds. Temperatures start out in the upper 30s. We get around 40 by 9 a.m. and probably lower 40s by noontime. But notice the showers coming in. The latest computer model forecasts show a better chance of showers tomorrow afternoon into tomorrow evening. Planning your day across Dane County, high 44 Oregon, 44 in Marshall, and 44 in Cambridge with showers, especially in the afternoon. Rest of southern Wisconsin, high 45 Prairie du Chien, 45 in Camp Douglas, and 43 in Wautoma. Rain chances decrease the farther north you get. Here in Madison, 44 for a high. It'll be mild with some scattered rain showers. Rainfall amounts now look like probably around a quarter to a half inch of rain from Madison southward. North and west of Madison, those amounts drop off to a tenth of an inch or less north of the Dells. First warn 7 to 10 day forecast, 48 and dry Saturday. Rain showers develop on Christmas Eve afternoon, high 55, 52 on Christmas Day. Even Tuesday will be mild, highs near 50 and showers. Could mix a little snow late Tuesday night into early Wednesday morning. Wednesday not as mild, the high of 43 and a chance of rain showers, but dry weather is expected Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Temperatures drop off a little bit as we head toward the New Year's, but still above normal by New Year's Eve and New Year's Day.
And coming up in sports, the Bucks body the magic. The dunk you have to see from Giannis is next on News 3 Now.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Toyotathon is on. Time to make the holidays picture perfect with a new Toyota. We're going to need a bigger tree.
Get 3.99% APR plus $1,000 cash back on Tacoma when you finance through Toyota Financial Services. Toyota, let's go places.
Thousands of our heroes face the difficult choice between keeping their heat and power on or facing homelessness. 21,000 Wisconsin veterans are living below the poverty line, many impacted by physical or mental health challenges. Wisconsin loses 3 veterans to suicide every week. Together, our mission is to provide all struggling Wisconsin veterans with a critical survival safety net that keeps them safely in their homes. You can make a real difference by providing a donation to the Wisconsin Heat and Housing for Heroes initiative, with 95 cents of every dollar donated going directly to those right here in your community. Help by visiting www.heatforheroes.org or by calling 1-800-891-9276. That's 800-891-9276.
Do more together this holiday in the Chevy that's right for you. The award-winning Chevy Equinox, the hard-working Chevy Silverado, or the all-new high-tech Chevy Trax. Whatever your plans are this season, do more in a new Chevy. Get 1.9% financing on all 2024 Silverado 1500 pickups. Or current Chevy owners get $5,000 total cash allowance on this Silverado. Chevrolet, together let's drive.
Salonpas, makers of powerful pain relief patches for 89 years, believes in continuous improvement, like rounded corners that resist peeling, with an array of active ingredients and sizes to relieve your pain. Salonpas, it's good medicine.
At Lawton Cates, we provide compassion and guidance after a serious accident. From the first phone call, we're by your side. We know how much is at stake, and we're dedicated to ensuring you can heal and move forward. Your life counts. Lawton Cates.
Are you searching for a fresh career? Then join the team at Chalk D Building Systems. We're expanding, now with 2 Sun Prairie locations, and we're looking for individuals to join our team as assemblers, material handlers, order pickers, and machine operators. Chalk D Building Systems competitive pay starts at $22 per hour plus comprehensive benefits. 3 shifts are available with overtime potential, and you'll become part of our 100% employee-owned team. Make your next career move on the careers page at chalkd.com.
Toyotathon is on! Make your holidays a little more magical with a new Toyota. Come in today.
Get $1,000 cash back on your favorite models when you finance through Toyota Financial Services. Toyota, let's go places.
On paper, Sunday's game against Carolina should be a win for Green Bay, but so were the last 2 games for the Packers. They should have beaten the Giants, and they should have beaten the Bucs at home, and we all know how those games went. Now it's on to the 2-win Panthers, who are the worst team in the NFL. And with their playoff hopes hanging on by a thread, it's a must-win for the Packers. And this team says they aren't overlooking anyone after their last 2 weeks.
I mean, I don't think, bouncing back after two losses, I definitely don't think we're going to be underestimating anybody. So, I think we're going to come out Sunday with put our best foot forward. But I think just the stretch of games we've had, losing 2 tough ones, we're ready to bounce back, and we're definitely not about to take this game for granted.
The Wisconsin defense is always up for a challenge. They say they'll play anyone, anytime, anywhere. And they were hoping to face off against this year's most outstanding player in college football, Heisman Trophy winner Jaden Daniels. But the LSU quarterback, who threw for 3,800 yards and 40 touchdowns and rushed for 1,100 yards and 10 more scores, opted out of the bowl game. The Badgers are a little disappointed about that.
It's been a lot of fun. I think he obviously Heisman winner. He's a great player, and the opportunity to play against him and play against the top players in the country, that's the reason I came here, to play against people of that caliber.
Be able to go against a Heisman quarterback, it would have been a fun time to go against him, see what I got as a skilled player, and be able to see the next level how it's going to be. So, yeah, it kind of sucked a little bit, but, it's football.
Speaking of the defense, Hunter Wohler is returning to Madison for his senior year. The All-Big Ten strong safety announced the news this afternoon, saying there's a lot of unfinished business to take care of. Wohler was Wisconsin's leading tackler this season, tallying 113. He also picked off 2 passes and recorded 4.5 TFLs. Bucs back in action? Maybe not. That's a black screen. We should probably just switch to the gen. The Wisconsin women, they're winners tonight. They closed out their non-conference schedule with a win. Wisconsin took down Eastern Illinois by 12. We'll be back after this.
Experience, knowledge, and results. That's what you need when you've been in a serious truck accident. Call Gruber Law Offices. We've successfully helped people injured by big trucks for more than 35 years. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Do more together this holiday in the Chevy that's right for you. The award-winning Chevy Equinox, the hard-working Chevy Silverado, or the all-new high-tech Chevy Trax. Whatever your plans are this season, do more in a new Chevy. Get 1.9% financing on all 2024 Silverado 1500 pickups. Or current Chevy owners get $5,000 total cash allowance on this Silverado.
See your Badgerland Chevy dealer today.
Mamma Mia, the original record-breaking Broadway production returns. Celebrate the 25th anniversary of the most exhilarating smash hit musical ever. Coming to Overture March 19th through the 24th. Get tickets at overture.org.
It's a robotic money expert.
Clever. How do I start a savings habit?
Famous cabbage.
Savings habit.
Shaving rabbits.
Tech can make life simpler, but when it comes to savings habits, nothing's as simple as BMO. A BMO savings account helps you build the habit with a cash reward every month you save.
Cash reward? Ingenious.
Sardine fest.
This year's top prize goes to BMO.
I'm just in it for the saving, but it's nice to be recognized.
BMO.
Pick and Save gives you so many ways to save, on top of our lower-than-low prices. Enjoy over $500 in savings every week with digital coupons. Earn fuel points to save up to $1 per gallon. And with a Boost membership, you'll save even more with double fuel points and free delivery. Plus, our weekly sales will keep your budget merry and bright. So get rewarded and save. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
Hey, it's me, your dry skin. I'm craving something we're missing. The ceramides in CeraVe. CeraVe with 3 essential ceramides helps restore my natural barrier so I can lock in moisture and we can feel it long after. CeraVe moisturizers.
Whatever the holidays mean to you, get the most out of them in a new Honda. Whether it's taking in the lights with all your friends in a spacious Accord, or taking in a snow day in a rugged CR-V. Your holiday adventure awaits with a new Honda during Happy Honda Days. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer today.
A truck crash can be life-changing. If you've been injured, call Gruber Law Offices. We have a powerful team with the knowledge, resources, and history of results you'll need. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
The Emmy Award-winning News 3 Now this morning, weekday.
We're back, and so is the Bucks video. Bucks back in action, taking on the Magic, and it was bully ball in the second quarter for Giannis. The big man dunks on a dude, and, you know, that's when your teammates pat their head, letting them know that was on his head. Giannis finished with 37 points, 10 boards, and 6 assists. Dame Lillard, just as good. He hits the deep triple. Bucks win 118-114. And the Badger women's basketball team, as I said, closed out their non-conference slate with a win. Wisconsin took down Eastern Illinois by 12. Giannis Jimenez led the way with 19 points and 11 boards. UW's off until the 30th when they host Purdue. And that's one of those
We wanted to see that dunk.
dunks.
You teased it. I wanted to see what it looked like.
We were going to recreate it here.
Yeah.
But
he's going to dunk on you.
It's very easy to do.
Well, before we go, the Denver Zoo recently had a bit of a paternity crisis on its hands. It didn't know which orangutan, 30-year-old Barani or 16-year-old Jaya, was the father to 4-month-old Siska. So the zoo decided to turn to the paternity king himself, the expert, former daytime talk show host Maury Povich, for the answer.
When it comes to the orangutan, 4-month-old Siska, Barani, you are the father.
Siska's father remained a mystery because the zoo's animal care team had to wait a few months before getting a hair sample from Siska so they could do that DNA test.
And you had
Good
to
old
get
Maury.
Yeah, get
Still
him in.
doing
There we
paternity
go.
tests all these years later.
Now he's hitting the zoo circuit.
Gary's back. Final check.
Cloudy out there tonight. Might see a little fog. Not seeing much from the Edgewater sky cam, but high-resolution radar not showing any rain right now. It's possible we could see a sprinkle or two, but mainly just drizzle and some fog. Visibilities right now, most areas around 10 miles, few places dropping to about 5. Temperatures, though, very mild. Still 38 Madison, 39 Janesville, and these temperatures will stay nearly steady overnight.
Gary, thanks. Thanks for joining us for News 3 Now at 10.
Do something good, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.